Christmas. I'm Caroline and I'm all on my own. My fault, I forgot to ask Phil to do something, so he's popped up to get something for me. Could you let me know if the sound and the audio, sound and the video is okay, please? Because I'm trying this new system and I'm really struggling with it. Ah, there we go. Sent my slave for water. Thing is, if I left Phil to do that, then the show wouldn't start. So, I'm not really being that lazy. Well, lovely to see you all in tonight, and it's 9 days to Christmas. How are we doing on the sound?
Oh, you are on a different screen to me, dear.
Yep, but my chat isn't. There's just something really technical going on.
Very confusing. Caroline's chat is in time with real life, with your time, but I'm just arriving. I'm here now.
Yes, we've been here for a while. Anyway, thank you, Phyllis and Ed, I think it is, have let me know that everything's sounded and looking good, so that's great. Then we're going to have well, I'll tell you what, we just get on with it, because I'm a little flustered at the moment. We've got lots of things coming. We've got some happy news, we've got some happy mail.
We've got a bonus question, sort of conundrum, and that is, what does the bottom of Caroline's jumper say?
See, it says, just pudding. Now, I will claim a disclaimer here. I have no idea if this statement is okay or not. It was £1 in the pound shop, so I bought it. So I've got a Christmas pudding, and there's the rest of the sentence is below it. So
just put in what?
Just put in what?
Just put in what? Aha,
that's got you all thinking.
That's something for you to work on, and we haven't even got to worry about who was first, second or third. We'll just be interested to see if we get any responses as we go through.
Right, then I'm going to go to the top of my chart, and first in tonight was P. Mitch. Well done, P. Mitch. Followed closely by Phyllis Williams, and in third place was Bonnie Tyler Fan 34. So well done to you three for being the first three in. And there's a lot of chat going on, a lot of Christmas chat, I noticed.
I did see a lot of festivities. I don't know if maybe the countdown played a small part in that.
It may have done.
It may have contributed to the concept of Christmas chatter. And of course, we've got some Christmassy things up here. I suppose technically the Dalla Horse collection is not truly Christmas orientated.
No, not really.
But their colour scheme is, and they do come from a part of the world that does get more snow than us.
Yes.
So on those grounds, I decided they should go up there tonight, because Caroline does love her Dalla Horses and has been collecting them for some time, and we've never actually been and purchased a Dalla Horse from the genuine location, but we have acquired them along the way.
We have. Mind you, saying that, according to Phil, we've been to Sweden several times.
Every time we go to Switzerland, I say, we went to Sweden.
Like, no, we didn't.
But, well, it's one thing if things... It begins with
a swoop.
What? So
and it goes downhill from there.
It goes downhill from there, but for me, with my brain, if I'm 2 letters in, I just guess the rest. You know, you could say you're in Swaziland. Except I know it's a lot warmer there than it would be in Sweden.
Definitely.
Or Switzerland even.
I'd like to follow it. There's a couple, they call the Happy Travellers.
Yes.
I can never remember everybody's different name. Maybe it's the Clumpy Clump of Annas, didn't we?
Happy Travellers.
The Happy Travellers, and they haven't managed to get on the road for a long while. They used to live in their motorhome, and they've been living in their barge for a while now.
COVID knocked them out of their travelling, didn't it? Oh, gosh.
They're travelling, and they're going to Sweden. So
yes,
I'm
they've
really
got family there,
seeing that.
They've just come back on now, putting their videos up, and they're such a sweet and lovely couple.
They are. If you like following that sort of thing, check out the Happy Travellers. It is Happy Travellers, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Just tell them Caroline sent you, because they know me.
Yes, they do indeed.
Right.
And speaking of people, there is one thing we said we would do tonight that we should do straight away, because otherwise, you know what'll happen?
We'll forget.
We'll run out of time and we'll forget we were going to do it. And that is to say hello to Marie.
Yes, hello Marie.
Hello Marie. And for all those wondering, who's Marie? So did we when she approached us on our holiday, outside our holiday home, and said, hello, it's lovely to see you. And then she said, I know you don't know me, but I watch all your videos. But she said, due to the poor internet, which we've experienced ourselves in that part of the world. She's not able to come in the chat, but she watches the videos, she watches the live shows. So we said, well, we appreciate that you won't be able to interact, but we do value the fact that you're out there watching us.
So hello.
So hello. And fortunately, as we headed out on that occasion, I had my hat on.
Yes.
She said, I saw the hat. And I saw her later in the day when I was unloading the car, and she waved. And it was just lovely to meet somebody.
It is always lovely to
follows us
meet
on
people.
the channel.
I keep threatening. When I used to do more Mudlarking, I had some stickers with a pair of wellies with pop your wellies on. And if I met you, I'd give you one of those. But I haven't got a really suitable sticker for.
And we had stickers when we were
now.
the Celtic Traders.
We did, yes.
So we'll have to
We'll
come
have
up
to
with
come
something.
up with something.
I tell you what we'll have to do is get Mankey stickers. If we get stickers with Mankey on, saying have fun.
But do they need to meet Monkey to get the sticker?
No,
because he's not always with us.
Yeah, but he's better looking than us.
This is true.
So if you're gonna have a
He's
sticker,
our eye candy.
I'm sure if we're gonna do stickers, they'd rather him on there than you or I, because they're having a great whale of a time. They're very excited about Christmas. Those pair up in there playing in the sleigh there, and as you can see, he's really thought it was cool because he's lent the reindeer his wellies.
We've got a few solutions in now for the bottom of my jumper. Let's have a look. Just putting a trowel. Not right.
Just put in a wellie.
Just put in a wellie. No, putting in a wellie. Yeah. No. Nice tries, but unfortunately, so far wrong. So it'll be the first one to come up with the right saying. You may even have a jumper like this.
If not, we will disclose it by the end of the evening, because this is a jumper that I'm sure is available in other shops beyond the charity shop, because it had to get to the charity shop. My jumper came from the charity shop, I believe.
Yes, another pound jumper.
Working on the premise that everything I wear...
Show them your furry reindeer. Look at that. Ooh, it's really fluffy.
Don't know. They'll prefer the reindeer to me, and I'll have to stand up all the way through the show.
Oh, I'm sure they would never say that.
And they'll end up with a talking radiator.
Albreda Velda said, you celebrities, you. I know, it's terrible. Now I know what Ed Sheeran feels like all the time.
Oh, yes.
You know, with paparazzi following us.
It's terrible, terrible, terrible. We've had people come from Germany, we've had people come from America, we've met people from all over.
Yes.
It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, we do love meeting people.
It is nice to meet people, but at the same time, it's lovely that you're out there. It's lovely that you're joining us tonight, and it's great to share with you, because we do enjoy just the whole idea of there being this family of people in YouTube that we may never get to meet, but we get to share so much. And just like we're sharing tonight, and we've got our festive things up and our festive jumpers on, I want to thank everybody, because I've been going through the Facebook while we were away, but of course it's been 2 weeks since we were here, so there's an awful lot of posts. But what I've been doing is just taking a note of the more Christmas related posts that have been going up, and there have been quite a few of those.
They have.
They've been really nice.
But before you do that, I'm just going to say this. There may or may not be the right answer in the chat. So don't be offended if I don't read your answer out. Let's get a few more questions or suggestions coming in. Rufus says, just put in Rufus on top of the tree. Nearly. And Mike Sage said, just put in pie. Very good, very good. Just put in under partridge in a pear tree. Ed, well done, but still not right. And
just putting
up with it, Anne Goodwin. Very good. Just putting it. Yep, just an it on the bottom. Goody good, better. Oh, right then. Oh, so we're getting. It's getting it. Okay, then I'm gonna have to crack. Just put in, please, from Linda. Well done. Now, first person to get it, Lexi said, just putting it out there. So I'll pull my jumper up a little bit more. I'll never jump up there, see? Just putting it out there. And Lexi said, from New Look, I believe. I take it you've got one as well, Lexi.
Either that or Lexi's been Googling it.
Could be. And Phyllis said, just putting it out there, you take the cake. So very good. Phyllis gives an additional sentence as well. So well done. Oh, Albreda said, just put it on a few pounds. That would be far too true.
Now that one, I can imagine somebody going out there and making that.
Yes, that's a very good one.
I think that's going to turn up on a T-shirt somewhere.
Yes.
Somebody's going to take that idea for sure. So, yes, shall we do a question?
Shall we do a question? We still haven't got a question. I know my computer's still broken, so I'm still working on this laptop. So...
What are we going to do? Are you going to help us out here, Manky?
Monkey's going to do it, is he? Got a volunteer. He hasn't got his wellies on today. He apparently said he'd lent them to a reindeer.
Yeah, so he has, haven't you, buddy? Here we go then, folks. A Monkey's improvised jingle. It's question time. There we go. You jump back into there, my boy. Behave yourself. No leaping out. First question. The Camera Obscura, that big lump on top of the hill, was closed.
It was.
As was everything else.
Including the funicular.
In fact, the only thing you could spend money on up there on that particular day was if you wanted to put 20p in the telescope.
Yes.
Remember the blue telescope?
We didn't have a 20p, so we couldn't even put the money in there.
You could have put 20p in there and you could have spent 20p on your trip. Now, on that telescope, I showed you the plaque and it said 20p and the slot. Alongside it was the name of the telescope. It said something telescope. And it was the name of a bird. Was it A, the Eagle telescope? Was it B, the Hawk telescope? Or was it C, the Owl telescope?
Go.
There you go, folks. You're going on go from Caroline.
I'm not typing in go because
we got complications with the
when
chat,
I say go, we're on.
Caroline has said go, so I'm going to take answers from the moment she said go, and you can put them in, and we look forward to seeing your answers appear on the screen.
Yes, we get a couple of seconds break because that's how long everything runs behind time. Here they come, and there's our first one. QC, are you on the first one? There we go. A bit of technical housekeeping there. Hopefully, in the next week,
we'll get things.
I've got all my little jingles on my other computer. My other laptop couldn't cope anymore, so I had to have a new laptop. I can't get anything on my old computer, and I tried moving things off my old laptop onto my new laptop. It said they were there. It deleted them all off the laptop, and they're not on my new one. So, it's just a nightmare. I'm not going to get into that again because I could spend hours moaning about computers.
And we're also struggling with editing because Caroline's edit for a craft video this week literally took 9 hours to edit a half-hour video. Was it less than that?
I can't remember how. I don't think I even checked. I was so fed up in the end. I just
Caroline started it just after 12 and finished at 9:15 in the night because trying to work with a laptop because our main PC is still down. We have had things through. Tim's going to run some circuitry tests on all of the hardware tomorrow that have been sent by the company. We'll hopefully be back up and running next week.
So apparently, if it's a particular piece of hardware, they'll send it us in the post, save us sending the whole computer back, and then Tim can fix that because he's
one
really
of the
good.
hard drives they suspect may be going down, but they're going to check it out. Okay, let's have a look. Who thinks eagle, who thinks hawk, who thinks owl? And which are correct?
That's right. That's the big question.
Well, I can tell you now, we've got an assortment. We've got all the answers represented.
I would say mainly bees, would you?
Yeah.
No, sorry, Faraway Portal, there will be no go in the chat this week because I can't get the timing to work. It comes in 10 seconds after you hear me say it. So it gets very confusing.
Yep, and the only way we could do it is Caroline type in the word go and then we do something else for 15 seconds.
Then it could pop up but we haven't got to the end of the question. It's just easier.
No, I mean you could do it after I finish the question. You could put in go and then we'd have to wait 15 seconds for it to appear. So it gets complicated. But no, Caroline will say go and you can go on her command.
My command. I sound like the Queen. My royal command.
Hopefully we'll at least get that sorted because that wasn't a problem last week.
I've had to upload the new system of OBS and because I've got the new system they don't let you use on the old system anymore and I don't understand the new system.
And tech support is in Cardiff.
I know, I'm moaning again.
Yeah, tech support. That's the big problem. Timbo isn't in the house. Okay. The correct answer is the owl. The owl.
Ooh.
So, did you get that one right?
I didn't even try.
Yeah, look, you didn't even guess in your head.
I didn't, no.
It was the owl, which means we're after C, which means that the very first answer in was from Bonnie Tyler fan 34, and it was C.
Well done, Bonnie Tyler fan.
There we go. You've got the gold.
Thank you,
then
Judy.
we've got a B, an A, a B, and then Mike Sage comes in with C.
Well done, Mike.
So it's Bonnie Tyler Fan 34, Mike Sage, and in third place, after a few B's and an A, it's Beata.
Well done, Beata.
You've got C as well, so that's the rundown. It's Bonnie Tyler Fan 34, it's Mike Sage, and it's Beata Heinz. You've got the top 3 podiums. And I would say C was probably the least popular answer. The reason for that is because I chose to give you names of birds that made more sense than owl.
Owl doesn't seem to be something you put on
obviously
technical
owls,
equipment.
And obviously owls have got extremely good vision, particularly night vision.
Yeah, but I would have thought so would the others.
Yeah, that's why I chose eagle and hawk, because they probably have better vision. So that's what put everybody off. See, it was my excellent choice.
You've been sneaky again.
Yes,
Phew.
but there were those who either were better guessers than the rest, or they remembered the word owl from the video, because it was there. It was.
Right, so what are we going to do? I've got some happy mail. Should we go for happy mail now?
Why not? Indeed. Happy mail sounds like a good idea.
Yes, I've got a happy mail jingle.
Hooray! Go. Happy mail.
Oops, I've got to watch because there's addresses on this. I've got a package here, but I won't show you any more than that. So in this package there's a card. Look at this card. Oops, let's have a look. Where can I have there? I love that sort of card. It's very difficult to get things straight in that camera. And inside it says, this is where they have the annual Dickensian Festival and beginning of the Lake District area. To Phil and Caroline from Rachel Bailey. Oh, thank you ever so much, Rachel. And look, it's really pretty, but that's not all. There's a package here with gifts in. So we've got that over there. Merry Christmas. And this one says Merry Christmas. And this says something for the top of the tree. Or for the tree. Not the top of the tree. Right then, so which one do you want to open?
Are we allowed to open them tonight?
Shall we open them tonight, Rachel? I'll tell you what, Rachel. What if we open the one for the top of the tree tonight and put the others ready for Christmas? What do you think? Let us know.
Correction, not the top of the tree.
Not the top of the tree.
You've said it once, so you keep saying it.
That's it now. It's in my head. You've had it. So we'll keep an eye out for you, Rachel. What should we do? Should we open all 3 or just the one for the Christmas tree? Because I'd like to open that now if possible, as long as you don't mind, because I can enjoy it for the next 9 days as well.
Yeah, we'll wait out 20 seconds. I'm sure Rachel will come in with an answer to let us know what to do, because we wouldn't want to open our gifts prematurely. That we can always put them under the tree with the rest. There we go.
There. Right, so
waiting for a reply from Rachel.
Is Rachel in?
Yes, Rachel is in. Well, at least she was in on the last question.
Yes, Rachel's in.
Yes, you
Just
definitely.
checking, 'cause sometimes people disappear. I can check if they've disappeared if I need to. If I put at and then start to type their name, if it doesn't jump up, I know they've had to go away or something. So yeah, that's fine, said Rachel. So
that's fine to open one.
Well,
so we can open the one.
We can open the
and
one.
then Rachel can let us know if we're allowed to open the other two.
So who's going to open this one?
You can open it, my dear.
You open that in.
I'll open this end, you open that end, and we'll see if we can see each other through the middle.
I got it.
She got there first.
Oh.
Something for the tree.
Now, I've seen these on Facebook. Oh, Rachel. Try to open it without breaking it.
Oh, I know what this is.
Yeah, you've seen it as well.
Well, you said I seen it on Facebook, and one of the things I noted was that Rachel posted pictures of beaded baubles that she's been making for the Christmas tree.
Absolutely amazing. Look at that.
That's very nice. Open one, Rachel said. There we go. Thank you, Rachel.
Oh, that's lovely, Rachel. That's going on my tree. As soon as the show ends, I'm off upstairs and I'm going to pop that on my tree.
And
that's beautiful. Thank you ever so much.
2 more presents to go in there.
Oh, yes, we can pop them in Santa's sleigh.
In Santa's sleigh for now, and then they'll go under the tree after. There we go. You two look after them. No peeking.
Where can I put this so it doesn't drop?
You're just going to have to be careful.
Whoops, that's where Monkey's wellies went. I'm not going to put it...
Don't hang it up in case it falls.
I don't want to damage it.
Put it back in the box for now.
I'll pop it there. There we go. It's fine there. Yep.
Okay, and that'll go up on the tree afterwards. So that'll be fantastic.
Well done, Rich. I don't know how you manage that. I could never work with those tiny, tiny little beads you take. It's a lot of patience, I would imagine.
I'd say if you haven't already seen the post, there is a post over on the Facebook page, because it was one of the ones I noted down as I was looking through Rachel's collection of baubles that she'd been beading.
Yeah, they're amazing.
They are stunning. I see a few comments there, so if you want to see more, folks, go over to Facebook.
And we've got a telescope. Look at that. A free telescope.
And just to say as well, Caroline's done a few posts over Christmas things. She's put up our Christmas decorations, and we put up a short video from the Christmas lights down in Carmarthen, but Caroline also put up her quick and easy lamp conversion.
Yes.
Where she basically stuck a pair of antlers on a lamp. But I just wanted to say, when Caroline said instructions, go out in the street and find a lamp, that is exactly what we did.
Yep.
That lamp Caroline got me to carry home because somebody had put it on the street for the scrap man to take. So we picked it up, brought it home, plugged it in, switched it on, hey presto.
It works.
We got a lamp that's blooming heavy.
It is. Do you want to go bring it down?
I can do.
See, it'd be so much easier if we had a bungalow.
I would, wouldn't it?
They officially call our houses bungalows,
I don't know
even
if
though
we'll
they're
have enough
not.
room to show it.
Yes, we will. We'll squash it in. And for anybody who was worrying in case it's going to all burst into flames, it's okay. The antlers are on the outside of the lampshade. It's quite big. I don't know how big it looks to you. Suppose it could be a little tiny thing, but the lampshade is about this round, perhaps bigger. So it's on the outside of that, so it's nowhere near the bulb, so it's fine. We're not going to burn the house down. But I would never have gone out and bought a lamp like that. I would have seen one and thought, no, that's not for me. But now I've got it. I thought maybe my granddaughters would be interested, and I've had strict instructions. No, they're not interested because there isn't a square inch of space in their bedroom. So please don't offer it to them. So I'm thinking I might keep it just for the fun of it. It looks really fun, especially with the antlers on. Oh, here it comes. It's very heavy. You know, Ed said, made from feathers and heavy. Yep. Oh, hello, Jeannie. Alberta said, Caroline, that doesn't take hot glue. The beads aren't up your alley. That's me. I'm the hot glue queen. I'm finally getting the... I don't think you can see it on there. I got a blister on my finger from my hot glue. And then a couple of days later, I did it again. I caught the end of my hot glue gun as I dropped it, went to catch it. And it actually melted the blister back onto my finger. So I've had this really thick pad of skin on there. It's been awful.
Here's the lamp.
Very uncomfortable.
Here's the lamp here, and there's the
antlers.
Additional set of antlers that Caroline's
said I can plug it in. Pass me the...
Now Caroline's going to plug it in.
We've got a demonstration.
It's even got a foot switch, so when it's plugged in, you can tread on it and it lights up. There we go. It is now lit.
That.
And I will now lift it so that you can see the bling.
Anybody want to see some bling?
Because underneath,
look at this.
On this section here, it's all diamonded. So it sparkles off. And then if I carry on going up until I touch the roof,
you're not going to be able to go much
you can
further.
see the pole is chromed and metal. And that's where the weight comes in, because the base on this is chromed metal, and they have really weighted that for safety purposes.
So not bad for the price.
Yeah, and that was out for the scrap man. Right, if I move it over into that corner, you got it, my love?
Yeah.
There we go. So there we go. Yeah, we literally found that in the street. We do love to just find things. That's why we got into the mudlarking. That's why that took our fancy. It's great fun, and we've always been people who won't walk past a skip.
Oh, I love a skip.
Much to occasionally our children's concern, especially when our second eldest was in university, and we were taking them back to university, and we were only about a mile from the university when we spotted a skip full of timber, floorboards. I couldn't pass.
You can't pass by.
Well, in those days, we had the allotment, and we were using the boards for making paths and building different things. So our son is hiding.
He sort of slid
down behind the dashboard.
Oh,
He
no,
slid
don't
up
let my friends
as
see me.
we are loading wood out of a skip into the back. We've had a carpet in the strike.
You've had a shed.
A whole shed.
Yeah.
A whole shed.
And it was only about 2 years old. They didn't want it anymore, so they put it whole in the skip. So
they just stuck it in the skip, took it out. They'd broken one piece. I had a bit of a wood on it, where they'd broken one piece, taking it out to the shed, out to the skip. I knocked the door. I said, "Is that actually going in this?" Yeah. I said, "Can I have it?" And it must have been 200 yards from my allotment, our allotment. So dragged it around, stuck it on the allotment, instant shed.
Oh, we're classy.
I tell you what, I know people who...
Oh, we are the original recyclers. We're Wombles.
Wombles, that's what it is. Influence, childhood influence. Too much Wombles around in the 70s.
I'm not paper in the walls with newspaper.
That's what it is,
I draw the line at that.
That's what it is. I blame the Wombles.
Do you want to come in a little bit closer? You're an awful long way away.
Well, I wasn't that far away. I actually had my seat in the right place this week, but then I got sent away to fetch a light. Anyway, it's 25 past, so I
better have another question.
We'll have another question. That's what I was thinking.
Well, then Mr. Reindeer will do it this time.
Reindeer's going to do it. The reindeer's going to do it. Hello, everybody. It's question time.
You didn't know reindeers had high voices, did you?
Right then. Don't forget, after I've read the question, when Caroline says the word go,
not yet,
then you can start. All right.
Ready on, Maggie.
Gorse flowers. Caroline filmed some gorse flowers on the way up the hill.
Oh, we've got to stop you. Oh,
gosh.
Christina Midazaki, thank you ever so much. 129 Swedish crowns.
That is so kind of you,
Thank
Christina.
you so much, Christina. That is really kind of you, and we really do appreciate that.
We
thank
do
you
indeed.
ever so much.
And what's that cute little creature with the heart?
I think that one's a fox.
It does look like a cute
very cute, though. Thank you ever so much, Christina. As I say, we really do appreciate that. I know it doesn't sound groundbreaking, but how else you say it, we really do. Thank you so much.
And can I say, Christina, we are also extremely, and that's not a good enough word either, extremely jealous of your Christmas tree in the garden.
Yes.
And I've got to be honest with you, you've got every right to put an AKA on it, also known as your Disney tree, because it does look amazing. That's another of the pictures, folks, that has been up on the Facebook group, Christina's Christmas tree. If you haven't seen it, if you're not on the Facebook group, go over and put your name in. I'll add you on, because we are too short of 100 in the group now. We had another 3 in the last week, so we're up to 98 members. So we're too short of the 100. Perhaps we make the 100 by Christmas.
Be good.
But feel free to go over and check it out. And Christina's tree in the garden, beautiful tree, beautifully lit. So that was fantastic. So that was beautiful. But thank you so much for your kind gift. Really appreciate it. All right.
Ed said he has a communal bin area right outside his flat, so he's always checking if there's anything he can repurpose. Oh, that sounds fun, Ed. Oh, I bet you'll love that.
Excellent.
It's amazing what people throw away.
Oh yeah, and this neighbourhood, because the scrap man comes through, people put metal outside. So
we still haven't shown everybody your garden.
I've got to film the garden structure that was used up bricks and scrap metal and a broken garden ornament that was thrown away and glued back together. And I think it looks $1 million, but I'm jealous. We planted our rose in there, which was like 2'6" high, and is now climbed to the top, which is about 7 foot.
But I will show you pictures of that in the summer. And it's probably not as grand as it sounds, but I love it.
I like it.
It's my garden room.
It is. Anyway, shall we do this question? Because otherwise everyone will forget what we're doing.
Yes, I forgot. We'd even done the beginning.
Gorse flowers, as Caroline filmed as we walked up, are edible. Now, you shouldn't eat too many, because if you do,
you turn into a gorse bush.
They do have toxins, but as with other things, you mustn't eat too much, and you mustn't eat the seeds. But they are used in salads. They're also used to make a tea, as well as wine, which Caroline explained her uncle used to make. The question I want to ask you is, what familiar scent does the gorse flower give off? Was it A, coconut, B, lemon, or C, chocolate?
Go.
There we are. You've heard it. Go.
Go, 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 go.
Don't wait for anything written.
Scramble, scramble, scramble.
You can now go, go, go. And let's see what you come up with.
Oh, yes, Glenda, dumpster diving in the US. I've watched some dumpster diving videos. Oh,
taco stacks.
Taco stacks I used to like. He used to go ahead of the bin man, we call him, the trash man, I suppose, and picking up all these amazing things. And I go, oh, I'd love to be over there doing that. Oh, Lexi, how can you say such a thing? Nice. What did you say they were then?
I said A would be... That's confusing.
A would be...
Yeah. A, coconut.
Right.
B, lemon.
Right.
C, chocolate. What is the familiar scent
now, I know this
of
one.
a flower? I think there are those out there who know too.
Oh, Scrap and Pallet Man, I've watched him right from the beginning when he didn't have his big posh van and things. Yes, I used to like watching him.
Right, we got quite a few answers in, and we've got some correct ones, which is always good.
Always good, yes.
Okay, folks, I'll put you out of your misery. It's not chocolate. Otherwise, you'd all be rushing out looking for a ghost plant to make your tea. No, and it's not lemon. It's coconut. It is got the unique factor that it does smell of coconut.
Yeah, we've got a lot of ghost plants around here, and if you go for a walk in the spring or the late winter, whoa, the smell is amazing. It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, because I was reading up, and they were saying that it's between January and June is what's seen as the normal expectation.
They were quite early when we saw them last week.
They said it's not that unusual to see them, the season extended in certain places.
Right. Oh,
so it does happen.
It is more mild
so
at the
when
seaside,
you think we're December now, so but January to June they reckon is the norm.
But you had to say, isn't it also called broom? No, broom doesn't have any thorns on it.
But I hold on.
But I'm wrong, am I? Tell me I'm wrong. Come on.
Tell
me I'm wrong.
No, but I read today that it's all one species.
Oh, it's all the same family, is it?
It is known as gorse, broom.
Oh, sorry then, Beata.
Prickly broom. They have different names. There's about a dozen names that are used to describe it. So there was a list of names, which surprised me because we've always said broom has got very similar flowers but no thorns, and gorse, it sounds like it's something that's going to stab you.
Nasty stuff.
But yeah.
And they sell broom for gardens. I bought it, I've had it, a red broom. I love that. In the winter, you've just got the red stems and things. But they've never seen gorse for sale.
But I would have said the same as you. The one is the one, but it seems they interchange the name in some parts of the world. They use it differently. So there we are.
I said broom is taller.
There we go. But they're all of a similar. So we are looking to find out who went with coconut, which was A. And although this time Bonnie Tyler Fan was not the first answer, because Ed went for lemons, which left it open for Bonnie Tyler Fan to sneak in and steal the gold podium.
Well done, Bonnie Tyler Fan.
Right then, and then we come down, and guess who came second this time?
Ooh.
It's Mike Sage.
Well done, Mike.
This is Anne. Straight after Mike comes Anne Goodwin.
Well done, Anne.
So there we go. That's our three today. For this question, it's Bonnie Tyler Fan 34, Mike Sage, and Anne Goodwin that have got coconut, coconut, coconut. Give that person a coconut.
Rachel says, hello from Michigan. I'm down with bronchitis, but I'm snuggled down by my tree with some vinos and you lovely people.
Hope you're feeling better. You could be with us,
now you shouldn't have mentioned that. Monkey wants to give you a kiss because he's worried about you because you're not very well. So if you're ill, anybody, or if anybody's feeling a bit miserable or sad, or if you just like having kisses from Monkey, then pack her up. He's coming in. There we go. Go back on your sleigh now. There we go. Did you see him on the video on Friday? He jumped on the digger. I thought if the builders come back, we're going to be in such trouble. Fortunately, it wasn't started up. He'd been driving away in the thing. Right.
I don't know.
What? What's going on? What's going on?
Rufus. I'm invisible in third. There's only two problems with that, Rufus. And one, you got the wrong answer.
That's only a little problem.
And two, you're after Anne. So on my list, we've got Mike has got A, then Anne has got A, and then Rufus has got B.
Come on now, Rufus. You know in the valleys we're all on steam-powered internet.
So admittedly, Rufus has got A, but that's another 8 answers down again, because Rufus does tend to give a go at all of them. So there we go, buddy. But as I say, the judge's decision is final. The ref has shown you a red card, Rufus. So that's it.
Oh, Monkey said thank you, Rachel.
Happy news?
Happy news, yes.
Who shall we do?
We'll do a news flash and I'll do mine, is it?
Okay.
If I remember rightly, that goes on a bit, so I'll just switch it off.
There we go. So it's not quite the right jingle, but it's close.
That's right.
And Caroline has some kind of festive happy news.
Woman brings joy to Wyoming town. There's a small town in Wyoming. Sorry, I'm giggling now because I actually said that properly. Right. Calm. There's a small town in Wyoming where the people are outnumbered by animals, by trees, and even by snowmen. It was back in July when snow was a memory. The Pauline Parker of Burlington, Wyoming, began making personalised snowmen for everyone in her town. Stop it. I mustn't grin.
You mustn't grin.
Painted onto wood to ensure they didn't melt, it was a hobby that grew and grew and grew until there were more snowmen than people. And the centrepiece snowman was one of the tallest things in the town at 27 feet high. I think snowmen bring joy to you, Pauline said. My last count was 316. News doesn't only travel fast in a small town, but also across small towns. And soon neighbouring hamlets wanted their own. One town with a population of just 10 got a snowman version of every person posing together under the roadside. Throughout this month, Pauline is hosting a community snowman scavenger hunt with snowman-shaped treats as a reward for getting the 20 questions correct. Oh, isn't that lovely? And it's a brilliant idea because snowmen are just a happy visuals. We look at a snowman, we feel happy, but you don't even have to have the cold weather to do it there. Anybody on here comes from Wyoming? Let me know. For some reason today, this gives me the giggles, the word Wyoming, but does anybody here from Wyoming? Be interesting, and if so, have you seen any of the snowmen?
No, I haven't seen any pictures of snowmen on Facebook, but we have had some snow because Glenda Weiss has put up a photograph out of her car window on very snowy roads. So that one came in on Facebook. That was a snowy one. We've also had Beata put up the first Advent candle, which was lit. And as I mentioned, Rachel put up a picture of the beaded baubles. And on the theme of decorations, Anne Goodwin put up a few pictures that were Christmas related. One of them was a poinsettia platter, which she says she is so glad hasn't got broken during all their moves. Also, there's a picture which I believe I saw last year as well, that beautiful picture of the red cardinals that your daughter painted, that you bring out each year, which I thought was so sweet to have something so personal that you can bring out each year and just offers you a reminder of Christmas past and brings colour to Christmas present. And something else from Christmas past were a couple of vintage pyramids, Christmas pyramids. Now, we've got a few of those, haven't we? They're candle powered. Except Anne did admit that when she was younger, she was tempted to speed them up a bit by whizzing round the top and making all the ornaments dance. So they're amongst some of the Christmas pictures. And another, not snowman, but we did have a snow dog, because Lexi put up pictures of Bronte in the snow, as well as another Christmas tree, which she photographed in a local Christmas market. And today, I think it was, one of the top posts, latest posts in, was put up by Lexi, and that was paddling Santas. A couple of Santas paddling.
Wow, I haven't seen that one yet.
Ah, yeah, I caught that one just before I come on here. So yeah, Lexi's been posting some Christmas things as well. So folks, feel free, anything festive, pictures of your decorations,
like Christmas
anything
jokes,
you want,
keep them clean.
Put them up, and it'd be great to see all your images of Christmas, because we've had quite a few.
Now Rachel said, I thought it was Vino's, because we've got something called Vino's over here, but it's, I'll put my glass on, I can read it properly. It's Verno's is a ginger soda from Michigan that we use as a medicine. Ooh, sounds nice. I love ginger. I mustn't eat it, but I love that crystallised ginger that's absolutely loaded with sugar on the outside. Ooh, nibble that all day. Not allowed.
And Ed has put up some of his Christmas decorations because he's put up some Christmas lights. But Ed has also put up a picture of a plant which gets in under the Christmas decorations because he said the cactus knows it's Christmas.
Oh, Christmas cactus, is it?
Christmas cactus is flowering.
I saw those. Yeah, I can remember seeing those.
Yes.
Didn't you have two colour ones, Ed? I think you did. A lighter, a pink and a red, or was it pink and white? Something like that.
And of course, Mr. Adam, the man with an anchor, he is currently in the employ of the big man himself.
I know.
Yes, he is now working for Santa Claus. So he is helping to run the Santa Claus Steam Express.
Yeah, so I'm keeping in with Adam now and seeing if Adam can have a chat with Santa and tell him I really have been good, even though he may be under the impression I haven't. And then maybe I'll get more presents.
That's it. So like I say, festivities galore over there.
Oh.
Everything from steam trains to decorated baubles and Disney trees and cactuses.
Yeah. Which Ed says a pink and a white. The pink Christmas and white Easter cactus.
And a dog in the snow who looked very cute. Bronte looked very cute.
Oh, yes.
Out playing in the snow. I say we didn't have any snowmen, but we did have a snow dog.
Yes.
And Glenda provided us with a picture of snow out the car window.
I hope we get some snow this year. That would be nice.
Somebody said it's forecast, but then again,
they always say that every year. If
they read a particular newspaper, then it always forecasts snow. In fact, you can have the headline today saying, snow.
Arctic temperatures.
Shut down. All the rest of it, forecast. 2 days later, heat wave.
Indian summer.
Way. Same newspaper.
Yeah.
Like, mad.
You just get up in the morning and see what it's like around here.
They just say anything, so people buy the paper, and then when you read it, they don't know what they're talking about.
I love what it says. Up to 3 feet of snow in northern Scotland on the mountains.
Yes, which is where they want it, because in fairness, they need their skiing resorts.
Hello, Sandy.
Would you like question number 3?
Why not?
We've been going for 40 minutes.
Oh
so it
dear,
might be
we're running late again. Who's going to do it this time? Go on, Santa.
Yes.
Ho, 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 it's Christmas time. No, it's not Christmas time, it's question time.
You'll get the hang of it.
It's been a long day.
You'll get the hang of it.
It's been a long week. It's been a long life.
You've got 9 days to go. Right then, question number 3. Back to the Aberystwyth Camera Obscura. That particular one was built in the 1980s, replacing one that disappeared in the 1920s and was originally built in the late 19th century. But the oldest working camera obscura is on the top floor of a windmill tower and was installed in 1836. So that's 60 years before the funicular went in and the obscura was put on top of the hill. 60 years earlier. And it was installed in 1836 when the windmill was converted into an observatory. So originally, this particular camera obscura was part of an astronomy setup. Where is it located? And don't say on top of a windmill, because that's too easy.
You can't, because we're going to get the options. Okay.
The options are, is that windmill located in A, Wales, B, Ireland, or C, Scotland?
Go. The suspense was killing me.
That's your go. That's your go, folks. You're not getting another go because the chat ain't working.
Right, I know what I'm going for. I'm probably wrong. Let's have a look. Oh, I was right.
There we go. There we go.
Right, so got a mix of... we've got 1 A, a couple of B's, a couple of C's, still only 1 A. People don't like A. What was A? All right. There's another A in. Not necessarily right, but we got 2 A's in now. Oh, a couple of A's coming in now. Mainly B's and C's, though.
Right then. Okay, folks, we got lots of answers in, especially from Rufus.
You at it again,
because
Rufus?
The first 4 answers include 3 from Rufus, which, as you may guess, covered all the answers. So I'm sorry, Rufus. I'm only accepting your first answer.
Is it
No,
right?
I'm very strict like that.
Oh, you are very, very.
I am very strict. Do I look very strict? Okay, Rufus. So the only answer I'm accepting from you is your first answer, which was C. So you'll be extremely glad to know that the windmill is in Dumfries in Scotland, because that was your first answer. No. See, Rufus, you can do gold without resorting to all three answers in. So there you go, Rufus. You've got the gold podium, and Ed has got silver.
Well done, Ed.
And Beata has got bronze.
Well done, Beata.
And this time, Bonnie Taylor-Fan, who's been doing rather well tonight,
good fourth.
Found herself fourth.
Ooh, nearly there.
Yeah, it's in Dumfries, in Scotland, and it's been used for almost 200 years. But they're amazing things. Amazing things. They're just, basically they're a pinhole camera that uses a lens in order to draw in images from the outside and then projects them within. And as I say, the one up there, it's quite an extensive view because the lens they use is 14 inches. And I did read that it is one of the biggest in the world.
In the world?
But not the oldest working one, because the oldest working one is in Dumfries and has earned Rufus, who's a naughty, naughty boy. But it has earned him the gold podium because his first answer was correct.
Now, the first time I heard of a camera obscura was watching Midsummer Murders.
Yes.
And they had a murder and they had the camera there. And I thought, wow, that's impressive. So I would have liked to have gone in. But then again, it was £21 each to go in if it had been open. I don't know, we'd have paid £42 to go in. I'll just have another look at the Midsummer Murders thing and see what it looks like.
What we'll do is next time we go up, we'll make sure we get a pocket full of 20p's.
Yes, and then we can look at the telescope. Not like see me going up there. I didn't mind getting up because I got dicky knees coming down. Oh, wasn't funny.
As I say, I was quite surprised when I read that, but that's the price I saw when I was looking it up. So I will have to double check and see if that was for a group price and I read it wrong. But it does sound a lot for one individual. It does seem a lot
of money.
But yeah, in Midsummer Murders, I don't know if any of you ever watched Midsummer Murders. John Nettles was the original actor, wasn't he? And then replaced. So originally you had, was it Tom Barnaby? And then there was his cousin that came in with the same name. And they have a handle so that you could turn and rotate the lens to be able to see different parts of the village. And the handle was the murder weapon. Yes.
Oh, and it was spoilt for everyone now.
They'd done him in, and told him who did it.
This is true.
Yeah, and being Midsummer Murders, everybody looks guilty.
Oh, yes.
Half the time.
Even the policeman looks guilty.
Yeah, and his wife, you'd swear she'd done it. She always looks guilty. Our Joyce always looks guilty. That's only in the first 14 series. After that, Joyce went off to retire with her husband. And the new one came in. Yeah, 23, I think, seasons of that.
Yeah, it was very popular. Rachel said Holbein used a camera obscura to make his famous Tudor portraits. All right. There we go. So it's... Well, I don't get to hear about a lot of... It's really nothing... Well, I never even heard of the name until I saw it on...
Well, out in the States, they actually created one in the States, and they made the biggest one in the world. Doing my research, I came across this. They took this vast barn and they created it, and then they took this huge panel and they hung it up, and they made it out of a substance that was light sensitive. So they, instead of just projecting it onto the floor to look at, they projected it onto this panel, which was like 100 odd feet long and 70 feet high, or more than that even. But anyway, what happened was when they switched it on and projected onto this panel, it then took the image and fused it on the panel, thereby being the largest photograph ever taken in the world. Clever. So they had so on the Guinness Book, the biggest the Guinness World Book of Records.
So that's when I made you a cup of coffee in the evening. It goes straight to your head.
They broke 2 records in one go because they created the largest obscura and they also created the largest photograph.
Wow.
And
we know.
They used an awful lot of gaffer tape.
I bet.
I remember. I can't remember how much, but I know there was a lot of gaffer tape. that was used to create.
Lexi said, have you ever read the detective novel set in Aberystwyth? I haven't. It'd be lovely if they made them into TV programme, because I don't mind reading, but Phil struggles with reading, so something like that. He forgets who's who.
I've taken up reading recently, but what I found was, I thought, I know what I'll do. They had the Thursday Club, didn't they? What's his name? The big tall fella out of Pointless. He started writing novels. And I thought, well, he's an interesting guy, and I like his sense of humour, so hopefully he's written a good book. I give up. I couldn't get through the first chapter because I keep forgetting the names of the characters. Because I've got such a problem with my memory, I can't remember the names of the characters, so I don't know who the dickens this person is and why they're doing what they're doing. So I got to go back and read the beginning again to find out so I can't follow it. So I wanted to get into reading because I've never read because of my problem. So what I found is, what I find easier to read are autobiographies of people who I know of. And particularly in the area that interests me. So I'm reading political autobiographies. I've read autobiographies of people such as
Mo Mowlam at the moment.
I'm reading Mo Mowlam at the moment. I've read Gordon Brown. I've read a book written about Jeremy Corbyn. I've read Tony Blaze, and I've read Dennis Skinner. So I've got several in there at the moment. I've got Nelson Mandela, and I don't just read people that I like or agree with, because I've got people from both sides of the fence. I've read one about my namesake, Mr. Johnson, Boris Johnson, and I've got Cameron, David Cameron, who was an ex-politician and an ex-prime minister, but is now our foreign secretary. Because we live in a very funny world in Britain. This wouldn't happen anywhere else. Only in Britain can you go to someone who is not in Parliament, has left Parliament, gone off and taken £1 million job somewhere else, and say to them, excuse me, I'd like you to be Foreign Secretary. And he says, well, I can't. And they say, yes, you can, because I'm about to make you a lord. So we live in one of those funny countries which has got a very strange, and it's lovely to live here. We've got such history in our constitution, but we end up with this chap stepping out of the car, and even the news reporter said, good grief, when he stepped out, because they thought, what's he doing here? And they made him a lord, and they made him the Foreign Secretary the same day. I've got his book as well. So I read them across the board, but they're all politicians I know of because of my love of politics. So reading their story, and I find that interesting, to read their perspective. I might disagree with what they did, but why did they do it? What were they thinking? That I can follow, because I haven't got to remember all the characters. Because it's all about one person and their life story. But Mo Mowlam I'm reading at the moment, and I'm really looking forward to reading that, because I do think that she was quite an incredible character, but I don't know her backstory, so it's going to be good. Yeah. So I am trying to get into reading.
Yes.
And I'm doing Duolingo.
Oh yes, Phil's learning a language on Duolingo.
I am. I'm not in Caroline's league, and I'm certainly not in Lexi's league, who's been doing Duolingo since before it actually was a thing. She's been going for 1 million years, I think.
I think you're probably the longest Duolingo person I know.
Yeah.
Is anybody else on Duolingo? Let us know, and let us know what your streak is if you are on it.
My family being the way they are, Caroline and my sister-in-law Irene were both doing Duolingo, but they weren't willing to pay the astronomical fee. And then they found out you can have a group one. You can have a family. So I've been drafted in. My brother Mike's been drafted in. Our youngest, they're thrilled to have a go because they wanted to try and learn Arabic, I think. They're having a go at.
Yes.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Oh, Albreda Valde's giving us a $50 US super chat.
Oh,
well, as you were wrapping up, Merry Christmas. Hope you have a lovely holiday. Oh, thank you so much. That's really kind of you. Thank you. We really, really do appreciate that. Thank you ever so much. That's
and
so kind and thoughtful of you.
And I believe it was Albreda that sent us the $20 a couple of weeks ago and said to have something nice when we were out.
Yes.
And we did, because on our last day, I had to leave holiday slightly early because I had to do 2 services on Friday. So we are leaving Thursday afternoon. So we wanted to make Thursday special. So we went for a walk on the beach. And then we went into Cardigan and we went into a lovely, quaint little fish and chip shop with wooden beams. And there was a lady behind the counter serving, but the waitresses were ladies, I would say, well in their 60s, if not their 70s. 2 very nice elderly ladies were doing the waitressing and the serving. And I heard one of them speaking to the couple behind us, and they said, "Could we have a small portion of chips, please?" And they said, "Of course you can." And when they brought the meals, the lady said, "Is that enough chips for you, my dear?"
Yeah,
and it was
really nice,
it was homely. The batter was perfect. The fish was lovely. And we had a portion of fish and chips, handmade chips, and a beautiful piece of fish. Sat down to eat it. Caroline had a Coke. And we were well chuffed because it came in 20p under £20. Which for fish and chips in this country at the moment is very good.
Very good,
I've paid that more than that for one portion in Hastings on the street. And we were eating this inside. So thank you for that. We did take it and we thought we'll do something special and we had a wonderful time.
My brother said, you both are so sweet. It's so nice to share time with you all. We really do appreciate that. Thank you ever so much.
No, it's very kind.
Isn't it amazing to think if we'd never decided to start YouTube, then we might never have met you all.
That's right.
It's a mad thought, isn't it? We know people from all around the world now, and just so you look at the clock, thinking, I know time's getting on. But it is lovely, isn't it, that we can all be friends. We come together on the Saturday night, you all pile round to our place, we can have a natter to people we would never have met in a million years if it wasn't for you two.
And of course, it's lovely as well, because even when we're not together, we know each other are out there. You know, we know none of us are on our own. None of us need to feel there's no one out there, because sometimes you can have those feelings, and it's nice. And it's nice to have people in your life that you're not accountable to, you're not responsible for, you're just all sharing space and just being together and just enjoying this, whatever this is, you know, and it's such a joy. But the reason I was at the clock, love, is we got 4 minutes and 2 questions.
Right, I think we'll skip straight to the last one, is it?
No,
go on, let's see how fast we can do speed questions then.
Yeah, we're just going to go straight to the question without
question time! There we go.
Okay, here we go. The Crazy Golf was not as big as the course that we went on in Hastings. Because in fairness, the one in Hastings is used for World Championships and it was a fair size. But, I've got to be honest, it did have excellent views. Of course, we couldn't play because it was closed. But if it was open and Max and I were to go up there for a game, that's my little grandson, how much would it cost for Max and myself to both play a game of Crazy Golf on top of Constitution Hill? Would it be A, £4, B, £8, or C, £12?
Go! And I got the name Anne Goodwin's on Duolingo. Bonnie Tyler fan says he's thinking about getting back into it, but I don't know what your name is. I'll have a look to see if I can find you on Duolingo and friend you.
I'm learning French.
You are?
But the thing is, they keep asking me to spell words and I can't spell English. So I keep getting in trouble for getting my words spelled wrong.
The thing is, they just keep reinforcing it though. You just keep getting it over and over and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, at least I now know that, what was that one word that I spelled wrong? It's now B-E-A-U. Beaucoup.
Beaucoup, yeah.
Beaucoup. So it's B-E-A-U-C-O-U-P.
See, you get there in the end. It's just a matter of repetition.
Which...
Lots and lots and lots of it, isn't it?
Yeah. And no wanting to get it wrong.
Yes.
Mind you, Caroline does hours a day. I just try to remember to do it once so I get my streak.
Well, I don't so much do it hours a day, but I want to get to the top of the Diamond League, and so every time they give me double points, I go on the speaking practice, and they give you sentences, and you have to listen to them say it, and then you say it back, but I just click straight away to speak, so I don't listen to them, and I'm getting 40 points every time. I'm determined to get to the top of the Diamond League again. I know, I'm a bit childish, but I enjoy it.
Right then, folks, I can tell you there are only 4 correct answers. And I've got to go halfway down the page to get the first one.
Right. Ooh.
Because it would only cost £4. A lot less than it does in Hastings. Because it's £1 for children, £3 for adults. So we're looking for the A. So that gives the gold podium to Beata, the silver podium to Dan, and the bronze to Ribble Finds and Crafts.
Well done.
And it was just a photo finish with Jason S, who was the 4th correct answer.
Nearly there, Jason, nearly there.
So we're going to give you a gilt bronze.
Silver gilt, is it?
Silver gilt.
We can never quite remember.
We're going to give you a lead one.
Yeah.
There we are. We'll have something anyway, but we'll name all
metal,
4.
you can have it.
So Beata got the top place, Dan got the 2nd, Ribble Finds and Crafts got the 3rd, and Jason, you're in on 4th because you're the only other correct answer of the lot, because it was unbelievable. That was very reasonably priced. So we're going to go straight into the question. The reason you all come here, the only reason you sit there for an hour and put up with me wittering on and Caroline giggling, is to be asked, folks, how many times did Mankey appear in this week's video? Go!
Go. Oh, this one. Web 3. There we go. Brenda, I'm sorry to hear you're having a terrible time at the moment. And fortunately, if ever you're feeling down, grumpy, and you need to talk, there's usually somebody about on. Either we're having a chat, or you can come over to the Facebook page and just chat to somebody. And I'm sure there's people as well who will just have a private chat with you as well if you wanted to on Messenger or something. But I hope everything gets better for you really quickly and these things get sorted out. Families are not easy to deal with. I don't know anybody who's got a perfect family setup. So we are thinking of you.
6, and the only options were 3, 4 and 5.
Right then, so Ribble finds it 6 times but 4 places, right?
Yeah.
Ed said 4, I think. Watched twice and still forgot, but discounted the few shots of Mankey's ears in Phil's pocket. Right then. So, do we have a winner?
Right.
I've got Brittany Webb 3 down, so I'm going to check that one out as well. If I can't find you, come looking for me.
Right then, I'm just trying to
Very
think.
quiet here.
Yeah, I'm just having a look. Because we don't have a go, I got to go up because some people have written their answer in a sentence. Okay. Well, folks, I'm going with 4 because 4 is the answer I put down. But it seems that there may be an additional one. But according to Ribble Finds and Crafts, there were 6 in 4 places.
Right.
But if we go with 4 for tonight, and then I can apologise next week, Ed Creative said 4. And he said, watched twice and still forgot, but discounted the few shots of Mankey's ear in Phil's pocket. So, well done for discounting those. Judy Erickson said 4. So they've got the silver. Ribble Finds and Crafts, 6, but in 4 places. So they pick up the bronze. The places that I had noted was in my pocket, down the bottom of the funicular, up in the tree, in my pocket by the telescope, and on the JCB. They were the 4 that were intentional. If there was an unintentional one,
Mankey sneaks up high out of Phil's pocket.
I do offer you my apologies, but at least we have got some correct answers, which is Ed, Judy, and Ribble Finds and Crafts.
Hello, Laura.
And
well done to you as well for getting it right.
And I know we're running over, but before you go, just to share a little bit of happy news, because this is not happy news that I found, but one that came in on a message from Michelle Grady. Because Michelle wrote and said, how would you say that name? Is it Hoyn?
Hoyn.
Hoyn?
H-O-E-H-N. Hoyn, okay. I'd say.
Okay, Miss Hearn is a friend who is a teacher in my county in Florida. A mum on one of the students wrote this article to the school system, and they published it on Facebook page. And the mum wrote, "Miss Hund, 3rd grade teacher at Seven Oaks, is amazing.
Amazing.
She truly cares about her students and understands their strengths and weaknesses. She is always quick to answer questions I may have as well. She recently gave her students a unique opportunity to help raise abandoned puppies. Miss Hearn also works for the Rescue Pets of Florida and had recently gotten a group of 3-day-old puppies that were needed to be helped in being raised. Her students got to hold, feed and clean these adorable puppies for 5 weeks. Such an amazing learning experience for them. Really looking forward to see other innovative ways she'll be helping her students to learn."
What an amazing teacher to have.
It was a lovely story.
I love that.
And one of the comments underneath on the Facebook post said, this post deserves to be spread and for more people to know how wonderful she is. So we're doing our bit tonight. We're spreading the happy news of a teacher who went the extra mile, came up with that something different, as so many teachers and teachers' assistants I know do. But it's lovely when they get recognition. And I'm sure that this lady would say there are so many others that do the same. But it's lovely that she had that idea. She took her voluntary work with the pets rescue place, combined it with the teaching, gave those children such a lovely learning experience about animals, but also about the value of pets. And I'm sure when those children grow up, they won't be the people that will be abandoning pets in the future, having had that experience as youngsters. So that was great. So I just wanted to share that. Sorry we've run late, folks.
We're not too bad, is it? We're 6 minutes late.
Yeah, we're making up for the fact we weren't here last week. We certainly intend to be here next week for the last one before Christmas. And we are going to endeavour as best we can. The weather is not good here, but we're going to try our best to get a video out for Friday night. So root for us on that. But don't forget, join us on the Facebook page. Love to see you there. And that's it.
Yes, thank you all for joining us. It's been a lovely night, and we'll see you all next time. But until then, don't forget,
have fun.
Bye.
Bye.